time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing the Pac-Man. He's 5 foot 5.5 inches tall and has a reach of 67 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. It's the Pac-Man, making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction, an absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done? One of the most recognizable boxers in the history of the sport.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
The wait is over. The speaking stop. The fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. Here we go for round 1. Lucky that hook didn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab misses. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. How is this fight still continuing?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
These 2 are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Swing and a miss with that hook. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter. A very competitive round. Whoa, wait a minute. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Talking about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Worry about that 3 shots, yeah? Well, you're looking at the 1 shot at a time. Instead of, okay, now you're letting him back into the fight that round. That's the ace round. You've been close to this fight, and now you've let him get back into it. Now,
referee calling for seconds out. Right back in the action. Here we go. It's round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter lands. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves. Hold it right there. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. How did they not go down?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Straight right just misses. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas.
Sayang.
How about Alvarez in that last round? And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punches. Looking to land the hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the rope.
Oh my God, Johnny! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears they're out. Did you see that? Oh my word, Canelo, big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
I need to see that again.
Baksak si Canelo Alvarez. Canelo.
Alvarez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. Here we go in round fooled. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot. That right hook's blocked. The charts action from both of these fighters. Missing with the hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Was off target. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on, though, ring away, you walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Nagkeras, Ben.
There's the bell for round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. That jab misses. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Here. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Good counter punching. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Canelo in serious jeopardy. Heavy blow, and Saul is down, and he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I've got to see that again.
Balik. Lakas pa rin, boss. Nakatayo pa rin.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. There's the bell for round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I I knocked somebody down like that round. You know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Swing and a miss with the right hook. Beautiful counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. And down goes Pacquiao. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool?
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. What? And there's the bell for round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Incredible work rate. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. His stamina is off the charts. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He missed with the jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That jab won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument